brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Bisons, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC. As it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Bisons of Columbus. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you
First of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch the first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Jackson's throw complete there to Rice. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Jackson on first down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
The 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. From the 25, here's second down and 7. Play action. Now Jackson steps away. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bisons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2. One of the game's brightest young stars. And that's Trevor Lawrence.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. A little short pass here to Hill. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And to throw again is Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught by Waddle. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the gun, it's Jackson. Another catch there for Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Jackson. That one caught by Rice. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. Jackson. That'll be caught by Rice. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Jackson from the shotgun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this one is right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Play action. It's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They go play action now. Jackson on the move to his right. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Off the edge and dropping him behind the line. 10-0. Now Jackson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. There's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Jackson now off the bootleg. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now. That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Kayvon Thibodeau. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. this one to the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now it's Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Josh Allen in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. That escapes the sand. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Lawrence now off the bootleg. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out.
That is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chain.
Generated offensively, they've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be caught by Rice. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Jackson. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Got him in. It's Brown.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One final go for this offense here in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton. And incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons squaring off against the Los Angeles Rams. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown. And you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bisons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.